Hello everyone, happy Friday, and welcome to tonight's Tiger Sports Live Stream Network softball doubleheader broadcast between the 4th-ranked Class 4A Norwalk Warriors and your Grinnell Tigers. Hello everyone, I'm Blake Walker, along with my partner Dan Walker. We got a great game of matchups, great matchups tonight. Grinnell and Norwalk doubleheader coming up here at 5:30, maybe just a little bit before, and then a second game coming up. Grinnell's looking for 2 big wins in the Little Hawkeye Conference. Norwalk looks to keep their hot season rolling. We'll run through our commercials, get through the starting lineups, national anthems, and we'll be back for the opening pitch. It's Grinnell versus Norwalk coming up next on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third-generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and if you are like me, you have a busy schedule. So why wait around to get a prescription filled? At Medicap Pharmacy, we can call or text you when your prescriptions are ready. It's a free service that is available on request for any of our customers. Of course, we also have a convenient drive-through, free weekday deliveries, and free mail-outs as well. Just another great reason to make Medicap Pharmacy your pharmacy on Highway 6 West, Grinnell.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn. Alrighty, starting lineups have been set. Grinnell versus Norwalk coming up. Dad, you got sponsorship to read off?
Yes, the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by ASI Signs, Grinnell Mutual, West Finch Auto Plaza, Pollyi's Pizza, Medicap Pharmacy, the Dairy Barn, and This first inning is brought to you by Brent Nichols State Farm.
Norwalk comes in 20-6, ranked 4 in Class 4A. Grinnell comes in 11-10 in Class 4A as well. Grinnell saw ranking earlier this season, no longer ranked anymore. Grinnell coming off a loss to Indianola 5-0, and Norwalk coming off a win against Newton. Should be a fun game tonight. 2 games tonight. The rain looks like it's going to hold off, so that's the good thing for both teams. We also have the Norwalk and Grinnell baseball game going on across the way, so we'll try to keep updates on that one as the night goes on. Grinnell head coached by Mike Doty, and Norwalk head coached by Andy Pals. Hannah Behrens is in the circle to start the first game of the evening. Hannah's .386 on the season ERA-wise. She started in now 9 games, 5-4 record, 58 innings pitched, and 83 hits. So she's off to a pretty solid start in the season. Her and Ella Greif splitting duties. And on the Norwalk side, it's the Down sisters who will be pitching this evening. And it's Haley Down will be the first one to pitch, and then her younger sister, Addie, will pitch in the second game. Norwalk's been on an insane gauntlet. They have not given up a single point. You have to go back to, well, they've only given up, I should say, 1 run since June 16th. They gave up 1 run against Oskaloosa, 2-1 on June 21st. And other than that, you'd have to go all the way back to June 16th. The first game of the doubleheader, they won 3-2 against Pella Christian. They got off to kind of a rocky start on the season, if you'd even call it that. Losses to ADM, Southeast Polk. Oskaloosa was probably the biggest head-scratcher of those, a 7-0 loss. But other than that, pretty much flawless with their wins and losses being really solid. Indianola being one of their losses, Dowling Catholic. So they're playing really good teams. No doubt about that. And they are one of the teams that I, for one, will have circled as we head toward the postseason, and I guarantee we'll see them in Fort Dodge. This is number 12, I believe. No, number 2. Jaden Lammers up to bat here for Norwalk. And she's quickly behind in the count. 2 balls and no strikes against Hannah Behrens in the circle for the Tigers. Lammers this season a .395 batting average as that one misses again. 3 balls and no strikes. Lammers on the season, 32 hits, 13 RBIs. She's only struck out 4 times. That one's in there for strike 1. And Hannah's going to try to get Grinnell's defense at least on the right page to start this afternoon. It's hot, it's humid, it is partly cloudy, and I believe the rain should hold off for the evening as that one's lined right back up the middle. Smith, the 8th grade center fielder, will come down and make the grab. And Lammers will get on first base.
Right fielder number 4.
Norwalk won the first meeting between these two teams earlier in the season, a 3-1 victory over the Tigers on the road over in Norwalk. This is number 4, Jalen Brandt, the freshman, now up to bat for the Warriors. She's .514 average on the season, 37 hits, 24 RBIs. First pitch she sees goes down low in the dirt for ball 1. Starting early tonight. No problem with that.
Everybody's starting early. Baseball's
starting
2 minutes early.
1-0 by Behrens. That one's cracked to left field, and Greta Dodd will get underneath of it and make the grab for out number 1. Norwalk knows how to get hits. A lot of hits per game. They score quite a bit, but they'll also beat you in a low-scoring affair like it's nobody's business. And it's Taylor Condon up to bat here now for Norwalk. She's a .273 hitter on the season, 18 hits. Does have a home run to her resume. So the number 3 hitter in the box for the Warriors. That one's down low in the dirt for ball 1. Condon, the freshman, sets back in the box. That one goes upstairs for ball number 2. Like I said, Greif and Behrens, pretty much the 2 pitchers that Grinnell runs with. They have a couple other options, but rarely are used. And they'll split reps most likely. Well, usually it's rare for one of them to go the entire game, as Barons goes right down Main Street for strike 2. Two balls and one strike with one out. Runner on first for Norwalk here in the top of the first inning of this Little Hawkeye Conference doubleheader. 2-1 outside. The throw to second is way wide by Kate Kriegel. The ball will bounce around, and Norwalk's going to bring the runner all the way to third, as Kriegel's throw high and wide couldn't get to second.
Yeah, pair. Not just one error, but
He almost counted two.
yeah.
So fast start for Norwalk with just one out. They already have a runner on third. Yeah, we talked about rain being a possibility. Doesn't look like it's going to get here, but we weren't the only ones that maybe had concerns about it. Newton and Oskaloosa, they're playing in a... I don't know what Grinnell was doing there. Kriegel threw to first like it was not a ball four. It was ball four. So runners at the corners now. I have no idea what Kriegel was doing there. But anyway, Newton and Oskaloosa, their doubleheader started at 4 o'clock. They moved it up an hour and a half just to see if they could beat the quote-unquote rain. Doesn't look like that'll be a problem. Throw back to third by Kriegel to Imhoff. And it didn't matter. The runner was back in time.
I think I heard Linville Sully move theirs up start time too.
Well, and I mean, storms could still pop up. So hopefully not. But I will say I'm ready for the sun to go down. It's hot when it's right on top of you. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners are now sitting at second and third for the Warriors. One in the dirt. This is Kaylee Kari, the sophomore, up to bat. She's 286 on the season, 22 hits, 16 RBIs. She grounds it short. Imhoff with the grab. Throw home to get the runner in time. And out for out number 2. Norwalk is going to take off to second because nobody was looking. So the Warriors quickly don't get the run, but they get a reset basically with runners on second and third. Yeah, Kari awkwardly started taking off to second, and nobody wanted to go get her, so
Workman.
I guess they'll take it. Number 22, Kayla Workman, the senior, now up to bat for Norwalk. Seeing if she can bring home a couple of her teammates here, as that one falls in for strike 1. Nice pitch by Hannah. The way Norwalk's hitting the ball and the couple errors Grinnell's committed, you'd think we'd be down, but we're not at 0-0. Norwalk yet to put one up on the board. There was a nice play by Inhoff throwing back home. 0-1. In there again, strike 2. So Hannah trying to get us out of the inning here. I won't say minimal damage, but if they're not scoring, that's a plus. 0-2 to Workman. That's too low. That's ball 1.
Yeah, I wish they'd let them hit all they want, but as long as you have good field defense, take care of the pitcher.
Grinnell coming off a 5-0 loss to Indianola on Wednesday night. 1-2, that one skied up, and Ella Greif will not make the grab, bounces off her glove, and it's a foul ball. Ella didn't even have to run too far over for it, just kind of mistimed it.
Kind of went more of the palm of the glove instead of...
That game, Grinnell was only down 2-0 to Indianola for the entire ball game. Got down 2-0 in the first inning, hung around, and then Indianola put up 3 in the top of the 7th and pulled away late. Norwalk gets their big rematch against Indianola on the 30th in a doubleheader. That one falls in there for 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hannah trying to get Grinnell out of the inning with no scores allowed. 3 balls and 2 strikes by Barons. That one skied up the middle. Smith will get underneath of it and make the grab for out number 3. We're 0-0 tied at 0. We're headed bottom 1.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by ASI Signs and Grinnell Mutual. And Grinnell Mutual also sponsors our scoreboard for all season long, for all sports long. So thank you to Grinnell Mutual as we reach the bottom of the second inning, or first inning. We're all messed up on what score is and what the innings are.
Wanted to say the regions came out for softball, the Class 4A regions. Grinnell will play Pella on July 8th. They'll host the Dutch. Winner goes to Carlisle to take on the runner-ups from last season. Norwalk gets to get a bye. They get the winner of Oskaloosa and Washington on undisclosed date. No idea. Maybe July 10th or 11th, roughly, if I had to guess. But Ella Greif is up to bat here for Grinnell. And this is one of the pitchers to watch for. This is number 5, Haley Down, the senior. She's headed to Iowa next season. She is starting in her 11th game, 9-1 record, 1 save, and a 0.71 ERA. She's only given up 12 runs all season long. She struck out 90. She's one of the best you'll see. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Greif. She thought bunt, and it'll hold back for 2 balls and 1 strike. If you're Norwalk, you got to feel kind of empty. You had plenty of chances there in that first inning. If you weren't paying attention to the score, you'd probably think they'd have the lead, but Grinnell was able to tighten down just a little bit toward the end of the first and keep them on their toes. Greif swings and misses, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ella this season, 25 hits, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs, a .357 hitter on the season for the Tigers. 2-2. Greif sends it to left field. Left fielder's running back. She can't get to it. It's up against the fence. Ella Greif gets on to second. And a nice little start for the Tigers. That's a nice little carry.
I'll take that.
Brings up the catcher, number 5, Kate Kriegel.
Caitlin Kriegel now up to bat for the Tigers. Kate's .269 on the season. 18 hits, 17 RBIs. She's playing catcher tonight. She doesn't usually do catcher, but her and Greta Dodd split reps usually back behind the dish. First pitch to her, in there for strike 1. One thing about Down, she's got a lot of speed on her pitches. 0-1, in there again. Froze Kate Kriegel. Didn't even want to go. It had a nice break on it, that's for sure. Quickly down 0-2 with Greif up on second. Nobody out for Grinnell here in the bottom of the first. That one's upstairs for ball 1. Nice little crowd for this first game. A couple people all the way down on the right field line, and then a lot of Norwalk and Grinnell fans. That one's lined right to the shortstop. Throw to first is in time for out number 1, but Ella Greif gets all the way to third, and with 1 out, Hannah Barron steps in the batter's box trying to bring home her teammate. Hannah, the savior a couple weeks ago, or last week I should say, in the win against Oskaloosa, the 3-run rally in the 7th inning for Grinnell to walk it off against the Indians. Hannah Barron's hit the game-winning hit. She'll try to bring home Ella Greif here. First pitch to her. upstairs for ball one. Good take. Hannah's 391 on the season with 27 hits, 15 RBIs, 2 home runs. Grinnell as a team has 11 home runs, which I feel like is probably the most they've had in quite a while. That one just catches the zone for strike one. Talk about the postseason game. Grinnell gets their home field advantage for one game, which hasn't happened in a long time, I feel like. Grinnell was pretty excited when they found out they'll get to host the Dutch on July 8th. We won't be able to do it. We'll be at the baseball diamond covering Grinnell's game against Fairfield.
I'm pretty sure since it's a playoff that KJRN will do that.
Yes. 1-2 to Barons. And Hannah got a piece of that one, sends it back to left field behind us for another strike. Hannah sets back in, 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Upstairs, she hangs in tight for 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. Fouled again, right into the Norwalk dugout.
A year ago, we wouldn't have seen that. Throwing the ball from the dugout, would have sanitize it, put it through the air dryer 6 times, and then let it sit in the bucket, then pull it out.
2. That one misses outside for ball 3. So Hannah's hanging in tight. Remember, June 16th, all but once. Since June 16th, Norwalk's only given up 1 run all season. Or all since June 16th, they've only given up 1 run. So Hannah gets on the corners, and now Ashlyn Imhoff steps up to bat.
Baseman number 21, Ashlyn.
So Grinnell's trying to do something that not a lot of teams have said they can do in the past couple days. It's try to score on the Warriors. Hannah Barons takes a run back to the dugout, and I believe, I'm not sure, it's either Walton or Hollingsworth is on first.
I thought it was 16. I couldn't tell.
Courtesy running now for Tigers.
So it's Libby Walton, the freshman's going to run for Grinnell. So runners at the corners, Ashlyn Imhoff up to bat. She's got power behind her, there's no doubt about that. As down, we'll have a chat with her catcher. She'll try to reset here. Still just 1 out down for Grinnell. Just need a solid hit from Imhoff, and you're golden. And there's a good one. That is crushed to center field. The center fielder will get underneath of it to make the grab. Greif will tag up. And Grinnell has a 1-0 lead over Norwalk. How about that?
That's a nice way to start the ballgame.
Grinnell put up 1 against the Warriors when they met earlier this season. That was a 3-1 loss for Grinnell.
Lindsay Hollabaugh.
Lindsay Hollabaugh will step into the batter's box now for Grinnell. Lindsay, 172 hitter on the season. 8 RBIs. First one she sees, sent to right field. That's over the right fielder's head.
You're going to get a score on this one.
Grinnell will turn Walton from third. She will be safe at home. It is a triple for Lindsay Hollabaugh, and Grinnell has a 2-0 lead over Norwalk.
Nice way to rattle that bat.
That was sent to right field. Lindsay this season hasn't been hitting great, and the stats tell you that, but man, she seems to step up big whenever Grinnell needs her. And quickly, Grinnell is up 2-0.
Brings up second baseman number 32.
You know, something like that kind of rattles the cage of a good pitcher. When
Down had a talk with her catcher there, Lammers, and now with 2 outs, Caitlin Van Copperdoll steps into the batter's box with Lindsay Hollabaugh on third. That one's upstairs for ball 1. Good to see Grinnell out front here early, but we've seen it's come back to bite them. They were up 5-0 against Pella Christian a couple weeks ago, and Pella Christian came all the way back and ended up winning the ball game in 9 innings. So softball, you got to put together all 7. It's still early against such a good Norwalk team. 2-0. That's just going to catch the zone for strike 1. The bird's nest right here above the press box is becoming plenty.
I thought it was coming in to visit us.
2-1. Upstairs, 3-1. Downey trying to settle in, or down, excuse me, just with 2 outs on the board. Van Copperdoll's trying to bring Hollabaugh home. She cracks it foul down the right field line. Full count to Van Copperdoll. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Van Copperdoll watches it go inside. That's ball 4. Grinnell again has runners at the corners, and Greta Dodd steps up to bat for the Tigers.
Left fielder number 6, Greta Dodd.
And Coach Pals is going to go have a chat with his pitcher here and bring the infield in as well, just to try to get him to settle down a little bit. Well, if you're Grinnell, you couldn't really have asked for a better start.
No, you can't. You know, especially like you said, a pitcher that comes in, you know, everybody has a bad night, but you almost have to take advantage of just keep pushing it. And, you know, granted, we had 3 of our heavy hitters right up here in the beginning, so. And Greta's, she could put the ball in the outfield too, so there's nothing to say that not a little pressure here.
And not really much of a wind to really carry the balls very far, so Grinnell's just getting good contact with them, and the Warriors will break out of their huddle. I said Lammers was the catcher before. It's not Lammers, it is Workman. I could only see 1 2. There's 2 2s on that jersey. So Greta with runners at the corners, see if she can bring someone home. On the season, she's got 8 RBIs so far, as that one's too low for ball 1. Greta, a .250 hitter for the Tigers. Is that a rain cloud popping up to our right, I wonder, or is it just dark, dark clouds? That one's batted right toward the second baseman on the hop, and it was dropped! First baseman could not catch it. Grinnell got home. Runners will be at the corners again, and Grinnell leads 3-0. Short throw that was just dropped. And Addie Down was trying to talk to, I think that was Lexi Sukup, and Lexi just said, all right, next time I'll just underhand it. So a little bit of a miscommunication.
This home crowd got a little bit of fire underneath them.
Ellie Mintel now up to bat. That one's upstairs for ball 1. We saw Grinnell do that exact same thing in the baseball game last week. Brady Stewart you just kind of underestimate the small throws. Ellie's got power, that's no doubt. 1 home run this season. She swings and misses for strike 1. What a start for Grinnell. 3-0 over the Norwalk Warriors. 1-1. And she fouls it back.
Almost fouled that right off her hand.
Two outs, runners at the corners. Greta Dodd on first, Van Copperdoll on third. 1-2 to Mintel. Upstairs, ball 2, good eye by Ellie. One thing's for sure, the dugout's excited. 2-2. Mintel sends it deep center field. It will be caught, but a nice little ride for that softball. Grinnell leads 3-0 over Norwalk. We're headed top 2.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, 3rd generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polyeisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polyeis Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza, Polyeis Pizza, and this new inning is brought to you by Brent Nickel State Farm.
How about a good first inning for Grinnell? 3-0. Tigers lead over Norwalk as we welcome you to the top of the second.
Pitcher number 5, Haley Down.
And it's Haley Down, the pitcher, the senior pitcher up to bat. She's batting 71 on the season.
You know, this is how a lot of the season's gone, you know, for the girls. We talk all about the power of what the opponent is coming in. And then Grinnell just comes right back out and says,
tries to play up
this
with
is
them.
why we're a better team this year.
Only lost by 1 to Norwalk a couple weeks ago, and then obviously fell short to Norwalk on Wednesday night, but would have been 2-0 if you didn't give up 3 in the 7th. So, I mean, they'll try to hang tight with anybody. That one's in there for strike 1. But like I said, heading postseason, they got a tall task in front of them. Pella might not be too difficult in the first round, but playing Carlisle in the second round, that's a whole different monster. 1-1 by Hannah. That one falls in there just short for ball 2.
Well, considering the last, 2 years we've drove to Oskaloosa.
Sick and tired of going to Oski every year. And like we were saying, the sub-state for the boys came out for Grinnell, and most of their teams are central Iowa mostly, so no more headed south. Hannah misses just off, 3-1. I don't think Hannah liked that call, just by how she looked. Down sets in, 3 balls and 1 strike by Behrens. Upstairs, ball 4. That'll bring up her younger sister, the freshman Addie Down. She's hitting .234 on the season. 18 hits, 8 RBIs. I assume we're going to have a courtesy runner maybe for Down, and we is. It is number 11, Gracie Demmer, the freshman. She'll run for Down.
Gracie Demmer running for Norwalk.
So Addie Down will step into the batter's box. With nobody out and a runner on first. First pitch by Behrens, upstairs for ball 1. Good catch by Caitlin Kriegel.
Yeah, Kate popped up pretty quick. Get on that ball.
I will take this cloud cover, though. Better than the sun. 1-0. Nope. Not enough. 2-0.
Kate even held that and said, really?
Demmer still on first, 2-0. That one's down low, and quickly a 3-0, and Hannah's trying to stay from walking 2 straight. Norwalk had a lot of girls on base in that first half inning, just couldn't do anything with it. As that one just catches the zone for strike 1. (3-1) by Behrens. That one's upstairs, and that's ball 4. So 2 straight have been walked. And out steps number 24, Lexi Sukup.
Second baseman number 24, Lexi Sukup.
And Lexi will have a chat with her coach as Grinnell chats Kriegel and Behrens, trying to figure out their game plan here. So who knows? Maybe we just have a high-scoring game on tap. Grinnell lost the other night. What was it, 12-13 to Newton?
Yeah.
High-scoring game. Not the games you want to be a part of, but tough games nonetheless. Hannah's first pitch in there for strike 1. Got to get that crucial first out. Every out's crucial because we always talk about how out number 2 is usually pretty big, but got to get an out before you get a second. 0-1, bunt is laid. It's a good bunt. Hannah turns, throws to first, out for out number 1, but the runners advance to second and third. Nice job by Norwalk. That was a great bunt by Sukup. And it's Morgan Weeks, the junior. She's batting .242 on the season.
Shortstop number 23, Morgan Weeks.
And we'll see what she can do here for the Warriors, trying to bring home her teammates.
Not quite the match Isaiah Sex bucked the other night.
No.
4 foot, drop dead in the dirt. No movement to it at all.
First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Norwalk was in this position, had runners on second and third, and then tried to get home. And Grinnell was able to cover. That one's grounded right up the middle on the hop. Throw to first is wide, and this will bring home at least 2, and it does. It is 3-2. Norwalk has cut Grinnell's lead. Just a high throw by Kelsey Van Copperdoll. Grinnell was looking for out number 2 right there, but just out of reach of Ella Greif, and this will bring number 2, Jaden Lammers, up to bat for the Warriors. And we talked about it especially in the Oski game, just Grinnell's errors. They can try to recover, but man, they hurt. Upstairs for ball 1.
Yeah, that's number 3 on the night.
Error is an error, no other way to put it. 1-0 to Lammers. That's off the plate for ball 2. Weeks is up on second. (2-0), 3-0 quickly. Barron's having a tough time here trying to get ahead of the count, so she's not coming from behind, and this is another batter this inning trying to get from behind. She's down 3-0. And that one got in there just barely. Strike 1. Bunt, not going to get there, but in there for a strike. And I talked about Norwalk gets the winner of Washington and Oski. On the other side of Norwalk's bracket is Benton, and they get the winner of Burlington and Fort Madison. So I'd like Norwalk's chances there in that bracket. Benton's good. Norwalk's better. 3-2. That is sent to left center. And nice grab by Van Copperdoll. The runner will stay at second, and it's 2 outs down.
Right fielder, number 4, Jalen Brandt.
And Jalen Brandt, the freshman, will step up to bat here for Norwalk. Jalen, .514 batting average on the season. That's the best out of anyone on the team. That one floated slowly in there for strike 1. Now going to try to hang on tight to their lead here. Slim lead. Norwalk was able to put up 2. That one swung late, but foul for strike 2. They're moving right along on the baseball field. Norwalk and Grinnell in the third, tied 0-0. That game could be for the conference. Those two teams are pretty much solely alone at the top of the LHC on the baseball side, and
Well, she waited on that one, didn't she?
she did. Oh, shit. The last 2 she's kind of waited on.
Wow.
But yeah, for the baseball side, Grinnell and Norwalk going at it. I think Norwalk pretty much just has to take 1 of 2, and they might be looking good for the conference title unless they just fall apart, which doesn't seem likely. That one swung on a miss for strike 3. Throw to first, out for out number 3. Norwalk puts up 2. Grinnell still leads 3-2. We're headed bottom 2.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and if you are like me, you have a busy schedule. So why wait around to get a prescription filled? At Medicap Pharmacy, we can call or text you when your prescriptions are ready. It's a free service that is available on request for any of our customers. Of course, we also have a convenient drive-thru, free weekday deliveries, and free mail-outs as well. Just another great reason to make Medicap Pharmacy your pharmacy on Highway 6 West, Grinnell.
grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Medicap Pharmacy and the Dairy Barn. Welcome to the bottom of the inning.
Bottom two we go. Grinnell leads over Norwalk 3-2. Tigers put up 3 in the bottom of the first. Norwalk responds with 2 of their own in the top of the second. And that's brought us where we're at. Kelsey Van Copperdoll will be up to bat here for Grinnell. She's batting 189 on the season. The number 9 hitter for the Tigers. First pitch she sees down the middle for strike 1. Copperdoll settles back in, 0-1. She waited on it on a bunt attempt, and it's in there for strike 2. Her helmet is almost identical to Kriegel's, so I always think it's the opposite. 0-2, she fouls this one back, heads up, right toward the concession stand. Caitlin sits right back in, no balls and 2 strikes by Down. That's outside, that'll be the first ball of the inning for Down. She walked a couple last time. One-two. That is cracked to right field, foul. Grinnell does seem to be getting good contact, though, most of their hits. I mean, we saw Imhoff send one out for a fly out. Ellie Mintel had a fly out earlier. 1-2. Fouled again. I can't say long at-bats mean a ton in softball because the pitch count really doesn't matter, but, you know, you can always tire somewhere.
It does wear on a pitcher.
Copperdoll's not going down easy. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nice take. Upstairs, ball 2. Caitlin settles back in at 2 balls and 2 strikes, nobody out. The number 9 batter here for Grinnell. That one's down low, and she is hanging tough. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. (3-2) to Van Copperdoll. Upstairs, and she waited. Very impressive at-bat by Kaitlin Van Copperdoll.
That has to be a frustrating thing for a pitcher, but...
Ella Greif up to bat. She knocked a double out to left field last time out. And I think about it, that was pretty much identical to her hit in the Oski game.
Yeah.
Like right about the same exact spot. I know she probably wants a little bit more on it, but if it goes against the fence, you're almost guaranteed a double. She'll lay down a bunt. Van Copperdoll waited a little bit.
Oh!
The second baseman wasn't even looking. Morgan Weeks was, I guess she was looking at first maybe. Maybe she didn't even think that they were ever going to try to go to second. Van Copperdoll kind of waited.
Yeah, well, you know, Down kind of made a spin, but she spun all the way around. So
runners first and second are safe, and Pals again will have a chat with his infield.
So, unlikely error for...
But it's like we got Chris Juni in the booth with us tonight. Chris said between the innings, Norwalk doesn't look like they're too upset to be down, you know, in a ball game. They seem pretty composed.
They have their build.
Yeah, well, yeah, they a little bit has changed, but I mean, both teams just making a couple errors here to start. So his whole whole team came in on defense.
Yeah, we're always used to just in baseball where just the infield goes and the three outfielders sit
usually,
out there and have a chat.
Usually outfielders will stay, but the umpire, meanwhile, will take time to clear off the bag over on second. You don't see that a lot. So they'll break their huddle, and it'll be runners on first and second with still nobody out.
That thing not updating.
Is Norwalk leading?
2-0.
Yeah, Norwalk's up 2-0 on the baseball side. I guess the only thing for Grinnell on the baseball side tonight, the only thing for Grinnell, obviously you don't want to lose both on the baseball side, but Norwalk is 4A, so you don't have to face them after tonight. But I know Coach Stenberg and his team will want to get at least one tonight against the Warriors.
Yeah, that's always nice to get a win over a 4A team.
In there for strike one. Norwalk here on the softball side is not a class above Grinnell. They're both sitting at 4A. But I wouldn't be surprised in the next couple of years Norwalk jumps to 5A. Kriegel pops it high behind her and foul. No balls and 2 strikes for Caitlin Kriegel up to bat here. 0-2. Upstairs, ball 1. One-two. Sent to deep left. Left fielder makes the grab. Nice play. Number 17, Charlie Peters, the senior, with a huge grab. That was really nice. That was like almost in stride. Caught it. Tucked it down. Nice play by Peters. Keeps Grinnell off. And runners stay at first and second. Hannah Barron's up to bat here for Grinnell. Norwalk does play their center fielders, or their outfielders, pretty deep. That ball goes wide off a awkward hit from Barron, so runners advance from second and to third. And Barron's quickly 1 ball and no strikes in the count. Again, another good hit brings home a run for Grinnell. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Yeah, you're actually in a good position to a right field pop out would give you a nice advance.
There's a good one right to right field. It's caught, and Grinnell won't tag. Interesting. I feel like they maybe could have gotten home there. But they'll keep everyone, so Ashlyn Imhoff steps up to bat.
Number 21, Ashlyn Imhoff.
Just because I called it, they didn't do it.
I was going to say. I mean, 3 runs, not bad. That's already the most Norwalk's given up in a game since their loss all the way back on June 5th against Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont, which they lost 6-2. Imhoff had a fly out to center last time, 1-0. In there, 1-1. I mean, it would have been pretty shallow, I think. Right fielder must have a pretty good cannon if Doty didn't send her home. 1-1. In there again, 1-2, and down.
Did you see that thing break? Holy
hanging
cats.
in tight.
That's a pitcher there.
Norwalk trying to keep Grinnell stranded with 2 outs. 1-2. That's outside. Good take by Imhoff. Not a back 2-2.
That one broke a little bit too quick, but
the 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Grinnell comes up empty-handed. We're headed top 3, 3-2. Grinnell leads.
Big signs, little signs, ADA, routed, dimensional, digital, environmental graphics, monument, donor and history recognition. We do them all. And more importantly, we work with you to understand what is best for your location, budget, brand, and building code. You don't need to be an expert in design, wayfinding, zoning, materials, installation, or ADA compliance. We'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local mutual insurance company, my agent was able to cover everything, giving us more trust in tomorrow.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by ASI Signs and Grinnell Mutual, and the top of the third inning is brought to you by Brett Nickel State Farm.
Number 3, the freshman, Taylor Condon, will bat first for Norwalk here in the top of the third inning. Grinnell leads Norwalk 3-2. Grinnell left 2 stranded on base last time. Norwalk was able to score 2 in the last time they were up to bat. Tightly fought game. Baseball goes foul from the baseball field over on the softball field, so take a quick break to throw that off. That'll happen sometimes. That one almost hits Condon. 2 balls and no strikes.
I think there's probably some nights that Lindsay throws more baseballs than she does softballs back.
Most likely. Norwalk leads over there on the baseball field, 2-0 in the third. 3-0. Hannah's been in this position before quite a few times tonight, trying to come back. Norwalk's offense has been so good all 3 innings. Just not scoring in the first was pretty surprising, if anything. That's down low for ball 4.
Brings up third baseman number 21, Kaylee Carey.
And Carey will go out and bat now for Grinnell. Or not Grinnell, Norwalk. And it looks like Grinnell's warming up another pitcher. It looks like, I think, Ella Smith, but I could be wrong. Yes, it is. So Ella Smith's warming up in the bullpen already for the Tigers. Oh, 1 misses.
Oh, he's tough.
.286 batting average on the season for Carey. 1-1. She lays the bunt. Not enough. Still nobody out. Runner on first for Norwalk. Here comes the 1-2 pitch by Behrens. Skied up. And Kelsey Van Copperdoll will get underneath of it and make the grab for out number 1. Keeps the runner at first. Kayla Workman, the senior, now up to bat for
the catcher,
the Warriors.
Number 22, Kayla Workman.
Workman this season, 13 singles, 2 doubles, 5 RBIs. She's been walked 7 times and only struck out twice. I'd say that's pretty good. First pitch by Behrens is in there for strike 1. Or 0-1, excuse me, off the plate for ball 1. Did get an update from around the conference because the game started at 4 o'clock. Pella Christian defeats Newton in their first game of their softball doubleheader 5-4. 1-1. That one's popped. Kriegel gets underneath of it, and that's out number 2. So 2 quick ones there for Grinnell. Exactly what they needed.
The pitcher, number 5, Haley Down.
Haley Down, the senior, now up to bat. Batting average is kind of deceiving at 71. She has only played or batted in 16, now 17 games. So not all a hitter. That one's up top for ball 1. That just misses. You're right. I mean, a couple pitches are close for both sides tonight. Hannah behind the count, 2-0. That one's sent to left. Greta Dodd makes the grab, and that retires the side. Bottom 3, Grinnell leads 3-2 over Norwalk.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza and Pollyi's Pizza.
We are headed bottom 3. Grinnell leads 3-2 over the Norwalk Warriors. Lindsay Hollabaugh is up to bat. She hit a triple last time out, so her confidence level has to be, pretty high here. But based off last half inning, Down has kind of settled it just a little bit. Grinnell did strand runners on second and third. There's been a lot of action, a lot of hitting, just not a lot of scoring. I feel like this could be like a 7-6 game or something. Hollabaugh fouls it off the tip of her bat. Update from the boys' side. They're headed to the top of the 4th. Norwalk leads Grinnell 2-0. They're flying over there. 0-1. Too high. Ball 1. Both Down and Barons. Not been happy with some of the calls tonight, that's for sure. Tight strike zone, though. Work with what you got, I guess. 1-1 to Hollabaugh. She swings and misses strongly for strike 2. Boy, Down, some of her pitches, just such a good break. Just really hard to hit. It's causing problems for a couple Grinnell hitters. 1-2, that's outside for 2. And 2 apiece. Sun might be trying to peek back through. We had a lot of cloud cover there for a little bit. I mean, it's still quite cloudy, but 2-2, that's down low. Good take by Lindsay. Lindsay settles back in, 3-2. That one's upstairs for ball 4, and you got to give credit to Grinnell's hitters. They've been really patient tonight.
Yep, patient
Second
tonight.
baseman number 32, Kelsey Van Copperdoll.
It's Kelsey Van Copperdoll up to bat now for the Tigers. So runner on first, nobody out. Van Copperdoll with the bunt. It's not a terrible bunt. Throw back to first in time for out number 1. That extends Lindsay Hollabaugh to second. 1 out down.
Left fielder number
Greta
6,
Dodd into
Greta
the batter's
Dodd.
box now for the Tigers. She's batting .250 on the season. 13 hits. All of her hits are singles. She lines it up the middle. Got right past Lindsay Hollabaugh. She will turn on it. The race home, not in time. 9th RBI of the year for Greta Dodd, and Grinnell leads 4-2 over Norwalk.
What do you say about that?
I mean, the only person in the way of that ball was Lindsay herself.
Yeah. Little sidestep, got her out of the way.
Ellie Mintel sent a long, deep fly ball to center last time. See if she can get Grinnell back going. She swings and misses for strike one. Lindsay had some speed on her coming from second to third home. And Greta's single streak continues. 14 singles on the year, 14 hits. 0-1, swing and a miss for strike two. To Mintel. Fouls it back. If Ellie gets enough on it, it can be gone. But it's got to be almost perfect. She has been able to get a couple good solid base hits. That's sent to center again. The center fielder will come up and make the grab for out number two. And Kelsey Van Copperdoll, the number 9 batter, up to bat for Grinnell.
Shortstop number 23, Kate Van Copperdoll.
It'll be interesting because Doty's chatting with her, trying to get something across. Wonder if he's maybe thinking. I know it's 2 outs, but if you can lay a good enough bunt down the left field line, she's pretty fast. Get runners on first and second maybe, but first one to her. Nope, she'll just pop it short. Third baseman on the hop. Throw to first is in time for out number 3. We are headed to the 4th. Grinnell leads 4-2 over Norwalk.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and if you are like me, you have a busy schedule. So why wait around to get a prescription filled? At Medicap Pharmacy, we can call or text you when your prescriptions are ready. It's a free service that is available on request for any of our customers. Of course, we also have a convenient drive-through, free weekday deliveries, and free mail-outs as well. Just another great reason to make Medicap Pharmacy your pharmacy on Highway 6 West, Grinnell.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Medicap Pharmacy, the Dairy Barn, and the top of the 4th inning is brought to you by Brent Nickel State Farm.
Grinnell on top of Norwalk, 4-2. Addie down. The freshman hitter up to bat here for the Warriors. First pitch she sees upstairs for ball 1. Grinnell puts up 1 in the 3rd. Extends their lead to 2. (1-0). Good pitch, falls in there, but not enough. Man, that's close. (2-0). That one's there, almost the same exact location, and it's 1 strike and 2 balls.
That's kind of incredible.
The 2-1 by Behrens. Too low, and even Hannah just wondering, what else do I got to do? Three balls and 1 strike. Nobody out and nobody on for Norwalk. That one popped up. Greif running underneath of it. Makes the grab for out number 1. She didn't drop that one. Nice job, Ella.
Second baseman number 24, Lexi Sokup.
Lexi Sokup, the senior. Sokup. I see S-O-U, so I'm like soup. And then, yeah, Sokup. Maybe. 302 hitter for the Warriors so far this season. 2 RBIs. One ball and no strikes with 1 out for Grinnell in the top of the 4th. That one is in there for strike 1. One just catches the zone. Strike 2. Grinnell Norwalk going at it here tonight. Doubleheader. Grinnell looking for that big conference signature win. They do have a signature win on the season. That early season matchup defeating number 1 ranked Williamsburg in a 4-team tournament. That was pretty big. Williamsburg hasn't quite turned out to be the team that we thought they would be, but still, anytime you beat the number 1 team, it's a pretty big deal. And they're looking to at least take 1 from the Warriors here tonight. 2-2, grounded, foul down the left field line. And with the way storms pop up around us, we may only be playing 1 tonight. Two by Barons. That is Sky to right, but Lindsay Hollabaugh gets underneath of it and makes the grab for out number 1. Out number 2, I should say.
The shortstop, number 23,
Morgan Weeks. She'll bat now for Norwalk. 242 on the season, just struck out only 4 times. Still looking for her first home run of the year. Nice catch by Kriegel, 4-1. Sun's peeking back out.
Yeah, it turns around that temperature quite fast.
Yeah, it does. The 1-0. Good one, right in there for strike 1. Grinnell's still warming up Alice Smith over there in the bullpen, but obviously you wouldn't want to use her until maybe not at all if you have to, but when you're running 2 games, I doubt Grinnell's going to try to get Ella Greif in for this first game. Save her for the second. Let Hannah do the work right now. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one is sent to center field. Smith underneath of it, can't make the grab, and that'll be in for a single. That was a tough play coming in. Just not enough on it.
Number 2,
Yeah, it seems like that's that rough area, just right outside that second base, hitting the green grass.
Yeah, Taylor awkwardly came up against it. The wind kind of caught it just a little bit. But only an 8th grader. She's learning as she goes.
Yeah, she's had some good plays.
She has really, really good plays. Good to see her out in the outfield this evening, that's for sure. This is Jaden Lammers up to bat now for Norwalk. 0-1. Swings right toward Kelsey Van Copperdoll, and that ball's loose, and she can't grab it. Runner goes to third, not in time, and Norwalk looking at maybe getting nothing this inning. Gets 2 lucky breaks off Grinnell, fumbling the ball just a little bit. And it brings up Jalen Brandt with a chance to bring home a runner.
Right fielder number 4, Jalen Brandt.
Grinnell's been lucky. Their errors haven't given up too much tonight.
Yeah, we need to close this out and strand these 2
I was going to
runners
say
on the bases.
The
and
2 little errors there, not ideal.
Move on to the bottom here. And
first pitch, and the runner is stuck. And it's a pickoff situation. It doesn't matter. There's still 2 outs, so you might as well try to get the runner here. Greif throws. Runner comes home, and I don't know why. Grinnell gets the play at second, and that doesn't work. The thing I don't get, there were 2 outs, so you can really just try to get Lammers as she's running back and forth.
yeah, they should have chased.
I don't know why we did that. That confuses me. Because in that case, even if the runner came home, it wouldn't have mattered. So, yeah. If she would have scored before the tag, yeah, it would have counted. But I don't know what you would have wanted to risk more, getting the. That's a tough call. I don't know. Now we're trying to figure out what the call was before the play happened. Well, it's 4-3. Norwalk brings it within 1. Interesting. So the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Everything stays. Norwalk does...
Oh, I thought he called strike.
Did they? Alright. Okay, so it's no balls and 1 strike.
Yeah.
This is Jalen Brandt up to bat. She skies this one short. And Ashlyn Emhoff comes in and takes the out. Grinnell gives up 1, 4-3. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy. Or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local mutual insurance company, my agent was able to cover everything, giving us more trust in tomorrow.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by ASI Signs and Grinnell Mutual.
Grinnell leads over Norwalk 4-3 in the bottom of the 4th inning. We're back to the top of the batting order. Ella Greif up to bat here for the Tigers.
Leading off for the Tigers in the bottom of the 4th
Norwalk
inning.
puts up 1 in the bottom or the top of the 4th on a attempt to steal second, thus giving the runner at third a chance to come home. The throw was not in time. Norwalk was able to come within 1. It's been a game of coulda, woulda, shouldas, couple errors on both sides. All I know is that whoever loses this game tonight, whether it be Grinnell or Norwalk, this first one will be like, we could have done a lot of things differently. First pitch to Greif, swings and misses for strike 1. After tonight, Norwalk will be back Monday night at home against Dallas Center Ives, and then they go on a long trip winter set on Tuesday night, the defending 4A champions, then Indianola on Wednesday in a doubleheader. Pella Christian on the road. Greif sends it right over the top of the first baseman's head. She'll get home for a single. So Norwalk has a very tough schedule the rest of the year, but when you're playing like they are,
The catcher, number 5,
I'm sure they will love to
Kriegel.
take the opportunities when they can. Caitlin Kriegel up to bat for Grinnell, runner on first. First pitch to Kriegel. In there for strike 1. Oh, 1 by down. Runner goes. Kriegel sends a bomb to left field. It's over the left fielder's head. Ella Greif will turn on it from third. She is going to be safe. No contest. 5-3. Grinnell leads over Norwalk. A stand-up RBI double by Kate Kriegel. Grinnell is loving that left fence.
Yeah. You know what? Grinnell's hitters will come out tonight.
Yeah.
We always looked at them in the past as certain girls that have the ability to hit that ball, and they are hitting the ball tonight and hitting it well.
Hannah Barron's up to bat with a runner on second. Still nobody out for Grinnell. First pitch she sees outside for ball 1. 1-0. 2-0. Grinnell on top, 5-3 over Norwalk here. In the bottom of the fourth, still nobody out. Runner on second. 2-0 to Barons. In the dirt, Kriegel goes, and she's safe at third with nobody out. Ball 4. Runners are going to be at the corners. I assume we're going to have a courtesy runner.
Third baseman, number 21.
The crazy stat that I got coming into tonight, since 2007, Norwalk leads the series over Grinnell 27-4. If you remember in 2019, we didn't do the game, but Grinnell upset Norwalk. The Warriors were one of the top 10 schools in 4A at the time. That was 8-4 on their home field. Trying to maybe take down the Warriors again here this evening. But a long way to go. Runners at the corners, Ashlyn Imhoff up to bat here for Grinnell. That one catches the corner for strike 1. And when I mean caught the corner, that caught the corner.
Well, her pitches just break.
They do. I mean, it's
and they must
tough.
break so much towards the end that it's.
That one again, barely on the zone. 1-2.
Either that or where we're seeing the break is after it's getting past.
Such a good spot here for Grinnell with runners at the corners and nobody out. 3 in a row. Strike 3 at the same exact spot, and maybe Down has found her favorite spot.
Fielder number 8, Lindsay Hollabaugh.
Lindsay Hollabaugh now up to bat for Grinnell. She had a triple earlier, trying to recreate that magic right here with runners at the corners and now 1 out. That's outside for ball 1. Down kind of gave a look like he gave it to me on the other side. The 1-0 to Hollabaugh. Right to the spot. 1-1. If I'm down, I'm going there the rest of the night. It's just between, just barely, right in between the where I believe the zone to be. 1-1. That's in the dirt, so that's ball 2. Caitlin Kriegel's on first. Walton's on first. Or third, first. That one just misses. 3 balls and 1 strike. Kriegel's on third. Walton's on first.
There you go.
Got it. Sometimes you get a little confused. Lindsay walked last time. Trying to hang in it tight again. Still just 1 out. 3-1. Swinged foul. And the count goes full. Lindsay settles back in. Full count coming to Hollabaugh here by Down. And that's upstairs and a little too close for her comfort. That is ball 4. And the bases are loaded with just 1 out. Kelsey Van Copperdoll up to bat.
Second baseman, number 32, Kelsey Van Copperdoll.
Kelsey can be big in big moments. We've seen it before. That one's outside for ball 1. She's also pretty good at eyeing pitches, and she'll be patient if she has to be. And with bases loaded, you don't want to swing at something that isn't there.
Yeah, we've seen Kelsey watch a few out that.
She lays the bunt, and it goes backwards. Not what she needed. Quickly falls to 0-2. It'd be a win in Norwalk's book if they only get out of here with giving up 1.
1-1.
Did it go? Oh, the first one was a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Van Copperdoll. She lays the bunt again. It's a high bunt, and now Grinnell's caught. They do get back to third, and that was the last thing you wanted to have happen. Nice job by Norwalk coming up to make the play.
Left fielder number 6.
And Greta Dodd steps up to bat. She had an RBI single last time out for the Tigers. Base is still loaded. Dodd swings and misses for strike one. The 0-1. Dodd swung. 0-2.
I think that was right at the top of the zone. It would have been a strike if she wouldn't have.
Down is looking to strike out the side here and only give up one. 0-2. Dodd swings and misses for strike three. Grinnell leaves the bases loaded, and we are headed to the fifth.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain, and only at West Finch Auto Plaza every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza and Pollyi's Pizza. And the top of the fifth inning is brought to you by Britt Nickel State Farm.
Leading off for Norwalk at the top of the fifth inning, designated
Grinnell is hanging
Taylor
on.
Condon.
Number 3, Taylor Condon is up to bat for Norwalk. And when I say hanging on, it's because when you're playing one of the top teams in Class 4A that is prone to have good bursts of scoring, even 2-run leads aren't safe. Norwalk's had good offense each inning, it feels like. Grinnell's just kind of been slipping through. Barron's first pitch down low for ball one. Grinnell left the bases loaded last time out. Still a while to go, that's for sure. 1-0. In there for strike one. One. Sky to right and foul. A lot of people down there on that right side. Good crowd here for the softball game. It was quiet to start, but when it happens around the dinner time, not a lot of people come out.
5:30 is early start time.
Yeah.
You can see the Norwalk folks are probably still driving. They kind of start to fill in the stands as the time goes on. But
1-2, popped up the middle, and that is down for a single for Condon. And Norwalk is off and rolling here to start the fifth. Kaylee Kari up to bat now for
Baseman number 21,
Norwalk Warriors.
Kaylee Perry.
Carry 286 on the season. Grinnell has been in this position before with Norwalk already having a runner on base. Update from the baseball game. Norwalk on top of Grinnell 3-0. Tigers struggling to find anything over there. That one's upstairs for ball one. Upstairs 2-0. Runner on first, nobody out for Norwalk. Here in the top of the fifth inning. That is crushed to center. Smith underneath of it and makes the grab for out number one, keeping the runner at first.
The catcher, number 22,
this is number 22, Kayla Workman, the catcher, senior catcher, I should say, for Norwalk. She's in the batter's box now. Workman 319 on the season in the batting average category. Her first pitch, 2, is in for strike 1. So it's Condon, the freshman, over there on first with 1 out. Second pitch to Workman. In there. Runner goes. And the play at the plate, not in time. She slides in.
Well, look close.
The way she slid feet first, I don't think the tag was going to be able to be applied even if she did turn. Quickly do 0-2, though, in the count. Workman grounds it short. Hannah turns, throws to first in time for out number 2, but the runner goes to third, so Norwalk with a chance to score here. And then bring up number 5, Haley Down.
The pitcher, number 5, Haley Down.
Any inning you can leave Norwalk scoreless is a big inning.
Yeah, especially, I think for Coach Doty, he's probably thinking, hold back, do our job, we don't need air. That's what seems to get us every time.
And yeah, I think Norwalk scored on what? What'd you say? 2 errors pretty much tonight? So 2 of their scores have come on errors. Hannah not going to get the call on that one. She's not a fan of that one. Ball 1. I guess the only good thing I can tell the people that don't like the umpire here, it does change, as that one's lined right at the middle. Smith makes the grab for out number 3. Norwalk can't score. We're headed bottom 5. 5-3, Grinnell leads.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and if you are like me, you have a busy schedule. So why wait around to get a prescription filled? At Medicap Pharmacy, we can call or text you when your prescriptions are ready. It's a free service that is available on request for any of our customers. Of course, we also have a convenient drive-thru, free weekday deliveries, and free mail-outs as well. Just another great reason to make Medicap Pharmacy your pharmacy on Highway 6 West, Grinnell.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Medicap Pharmacy and the Dairy Barn.
Number 22, Ellie Mitchell.
Ellie Mitchell is going to lead Grinnell off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They lead over the number 4th ranked Norwalk Warriors 5-3. It's the most runs Norwalk has given up in a ball game since June 5th, when they gave up 6 against Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. So the Tiger Bats have come alive tonight, in game number 1 at least. But Norwalk is far from out of this thing, as that one's down low for ball 1 by Down. That's the scary thing about Norwalk's offense. So capable of scoring. Ellie swings and misses for strike 1. Sun has popped back out. It's been on, it's been off. I like it cloudy personally. That's just me. That one almost hits Mental. 2 balls and 1 strike now for Down.
And when it pops out and slides through, it has a little power.
It does. Ellie 189 on the season, 1 home run, 10 hits, 5 RBIs. The 2-1 to her. Pops it short and shallow and caught for out number 1. I thought Alex Farmer was going to make that grab for a second. He kept running over trying to get out of the way.
Retreating towards the dugout.
Kate Van Copperdoll up to bat now for Grinnell. Good thing about the sun on this side, doesn't affect any of the outfielders. You'll get a nice burn on the back of your neck, but
yeah.
We already got the lights on over here. We're jumping ahead of it. Upstairs for ball 1 to Van Copperdoll.
Yeah, they got them on the baseball field, too.
Headed to the 6th on the baseball field. Grinnell trails Norwalk 3-0. The Warriors are shutting down the Tigers in game number 1 over there. 1-0, 1-1. Norwalk is just good on the baseball side, 21-1 on the season. But I think a lot of people still wonder, how does that translate when they get to the playoffs as a 4A school?
Oh, foul ball. Looks like Norwalk's relief pitcher grabbed that foul ball.
I'd say probably a save pitcher by the way the Warriors are playing. 1-2 to Van Copperdoll. Good job taking it. See, like those, I feel like that'd probably be a strike. And Down was hitting the corner perfectly last inning, and she was getting calls. Down, I could tell she's frustrated on the circle. 2-2. That one in there for strike 3. Back to the top of the batting order with 2 outs down. Ella Greif up to bat for the Tigers.
First baseman number 13, Ella Greif.
She had that double knocked out to the fence line in the first inning on the very first hit of the ball game for Grinnell. Seeing if she can replicate that one. In there, caught the corner for strike 1. Greif 2 home runs on the season. The other night, Grinnell swept Pella Christian, and in that game, in the second game I believe, all 4 players hit a home run. Throw to third, or throw from the third baseman to the first in time. We're headed to the 6th. Grinnell leads 5-3.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy, or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by ASI Signs and Grinnell Mutual. And the top of the 7th is brought to you by Brent Nickel State Farm.
We're in the 6th, not the 7th.
Excuse me, top of the 6th. I got excited. It's been a long
Grinnell
day.
probably wishes they were in the top of the 7th. Norwalk's going to get 2 more chances here. Floodgates at least trying to stay closed if you're a Grinnell player. Addie Down up to bat here for Norwalk. Hannah Barron still in the circle. First pitch by Hannah in there for strike 1. A 1 by Barons. Rounded right back up the middle, and Smith comes down to pick it up. I swear that I think they've hit it in that exact same location 3 times in a row. Or at least 3 times tonight, I should say.
Second baseman number 24, Lexi Sukup.
Sukup now up to bat with a runner on first and nobody out. Norwalk, like I said, has been in this position a lot tonight, where they get their first batter on, and Grinnell's just able to chip away and keep them behind, but Norwalk's ready to break this thing open if they get a chance. One ball and no strikes from Barons. Bunt laid down, not enough. One ball and 1 strike here for Sukup. Bunt attempt. Attempt was high. So it'll be still 2 ball. No, is it 1 or 2? 1-1? Still?
No, it should be
2-1.
2-1.
2-1. That bunt is down. Kriegel picks it up. Throw to first in time for out number 1. That was a good bunt, though, by Sukup. Just not enough on it, and that will bring up number 23, Morgan Weeks.
Shortstop, number 23, Morgan Weeks.
Weeks just a junior for the Warriors. 15 hits on the season. 14 of those are singles. She has 1 triple. Still looking for that elusive double. Hannah's first pitch to her. In there for strike 1. A lot of players on both sides have been stranded on base this evening. I'll try to keep Norwalk just off enough. That one doesn't have enough fall on it. Ball 1. But that's kind of been how its the last couple innings have been. Grinnell will be up by 2. Norwalk gets 1. And then Grinnell either will stop them and then pull away again by 1.
Yeah, we've done a pretty good job to end the innings. You know, stranding more runs out there, but
Hannah's pitch falls in. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Big pitch here. 1-2. Popped up. It's a short little bunt. Throw to first in time for out number 2. So the runner gets to third. And it'll be Jaden Lommers, who has been really solid tonight with her contact, up to bat. She's also walked the most out of anyone on this team, with 18 walks coming in. 395 hitter. 32 hits. Not the person Hannah probably wants to see. With a runner on third. First pitch, though, in there for strike 1. Norwalk would get their big hitters right here in the 7th, because they're roughly sitting around them. 0-1. Not enough on it. 1-1. Lommers settles back in. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner on third for Norwalk. Here's the pitch by Behrens. That one cracked to left. Greta Dodd makes the grab, and Grinnell gets away with nothing. 5-3. We're headed bottom 6.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, 3rd generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza and
Leading off for
Polley's
the Tigers in the bottom
Pizza.
of the 6th inning, the catcher,
Welcome.
number 5, Kate Kriegel.
We're in the bottom of the 6th. Grinnell leads Norwalk 5-3. Caitlin Kriegel up to bat for the Tigers. She had a double last time out. Trying to recreate that little hit there. Down still in the circle for the Warriors, so it looks like she's going to try to play this thing out. Now if we go to extras, who knows what happens, but she's been hanging in tough. There's a reason she's one of the best pitchers in the class. Kriegel swings and misses for strike one, and there's a good reason right there, that breaking ball. You think it's coming faster than it is. Keep you guessing, that's for sure. No balls in one strike. From down to Kriegel, that just catches the zone for strike two. 0-2 outside for ball one. Two. Kriegel fouls it back to the fence line. Count stays 1-2. Update from baseball. They're in the top of the 6th. Norwalk is on top of Grinnell 3-0, looking for win number 22 on the season. 1-2. Kriegel sends it to left. Left fielder will come up and make the grab for out number 1. I tell you what, Peters has been really solid in left field tonight. What's with all the teams Grinnell playing has great left fielders. We saw Blomers out there for Pella Christian. We saw, I mean, obviously Peters here.
That's a high percentage of the balls go to your left field, so you want to have your best person out there.
Been outstanding tonight.
Whoa.
Down goes to her favorite spot that worked a couple innings ago, and she's going to get the call, and there was a big ooh from the crowd.
Probably from the gal hitting the ball, since none of her pitches get that. Wow.
0-1 down, almost hits Barons. 1-1. One out, nobody on, 1-1 by down. Hannah fouls it down back toward the fence.
I think that's more of a frustration swing on Hannah's part.
Hannah doesn't seem like one to get angry. Now, we don't know that. She'd probably just be a fierce person, but they're going to switch softballs out just because that one hit the fence line, making sure nothing's wrong with it. Well, something must not be right with it, because
they swing off that fence line. Sometimes they get a snag
or
a
nice
tear
little
in
chip
the
in it,
strings
yeah.
or something.
The 1-2. Outside for ball 2. That was the same spot, just a little bit lower. The 2-2 by down to Barons. That's in the dirt for 3-2.
You know, sometimes, and Blake and I always talk about this, is the need for umpires. But if you go back and watch all these, and we're pretty much all of our pitch cams are right on the plate, you'll see within a batter, within a pitcher, the umpire will settle sometimes three different spots behind the plate to give 3 different angles, which is kind of crazy of how the calls end up.
Kayla Workman had a little bit of a chat there with Haley in the circle. Just trying to get on the same page here. At first I thought it was just, Workman took a little bit of an awkward landing trying to get that ball. 3-2. Hannah skies it foul out of left field. Clouds are settling back in.
I like it. The little cool air comes back.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Sun comes out, it fires up more storms possible, so maybe we take the cloudy. Skies, Hannah sends it to left. Peters is underneath it for out number 2. She's automatic. Hard to beat her. Ashlyn Imhoff up to bat here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs down. So Hannah gets to head back to the dugout. She is, I believe, still going to be pitching here in the 7th, trying to close it out for Grinnell. Doty's going to have a quick chat with Imhoff here. Norwalk extends their lead over Grinnell 4-0. Off night in game number 1 for that boys team over there for Grinnell.
4-0.
Rocky night. So Imhoff settles back in, and down will settle back in the circle. 2 outs and nobody on. And Imhoff watches that one go by for ball 1. Don't forget, coming up around 30 minutes roughly after this one will be game number 2 of Grinnell and Norwalk. 1-0. Imhoff grounds it right to the first baseman. She'll step on first. We're headed to the top of the 7th. Norwalk has to put up 2 to at least extend it.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and if you are like me, you have a busy schedule. So why wait around to get a prescription filled? At Medicap Pharmacy, we can call or text you when your prescriptions are ready. It's a free service that is available on request for any of our customers. Of course, we also have a convenient drive-through, free weekday deliveries, and free mail-outs as well. Just another great reason to make Medicap Pharmacy your pharmacy on Highway 6 West, Grinnell.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Medicap Pharmacy and the Dairy Barn. And the top of the 7th inning is brought to you by Brent Nickel State Farm.
Grinnell leads 5-3 over Norwalk, trying to finish this one out, get a huge win. This is Brandt up to bat. She grounds it right to the third baseman. Throw is in time for out number 1, and Grinnell is 2 away.
That's what they need, even if Hannah has a sore arm. Excellent defense out there in the field is going to make the difference in this game right now.
Taylor Condon up to bat now. Freshman got on first last time she was up to bat. Hannah trying to finish this one out for Grinnell. In there for strike 1. Norwalk has been on a roll last couple games. 8 wins in a row. That one in there for strike 2. Last loss was on the 15th against Dowling Catholic, 2-1. That was after the game where they beat them 13-0. Grinnell trying to get a huge win in the conference. And just a big win for confidence as they head toward the end of the season against the number 4th ranked team in Class 4A. No balls and 2 strikes to Condon. Sends it short, right over Van Copperdoll's head. Lindsay Hullaball will hop on top of it. And now the tying run is at the plate for the Warriors.
Third baseman number 21, Kaylee Carey.
It's Carey, the sophomore. She's hitting .286 on the season for the Warriors. She'll try to extend it here. Grinnell luckily has that one out, so at least he got one on the board. First pitch by Behrens. In there, strike 1. Carey settles back in, no balls and 1 strike with 1 out. Grounded short, picked up, throw to second in time for out number 2, and Norwalk is down to their last out. Kayla Workman, still the tying run.
The catcher number 22, Kayla
We're going to have
Workman.
a quick chat here, Kriegel and Behrens in the circle. Coach Doty and his squad 1 out away from their biggest win of the season.
Tell you what, it's a good night of fighting back. I mean, not fighting back, but the fact of fighting to stay in the ball game. We've seen too many times that we give it away. But
outside for ball 1. It's not over till it's over, though. Grinnell was on their last out when they came back against Oski. Luckily, Grinnell would get another chance to bat if Norwalk were to come back. But they want to end it right here. 1-0. In there for strike 1. Since 2007, Norwalk has beaten Grinnell 27 times. They've only lost to them 4 times. That one's up the middle, down for another single. And now runners sit at first and second, and the go-ahead run steps up to the plate, and it's the pitcher, Haley Down.
The pitcher, number 5, Haley Down.
Hal just needs 1 out. And Down could be the big one here. They're going to have a courtesy runner for the Warriors. It looks like Number 7, Mackenzie Hunter, the senior, will run
Mackenzie
for
Hunter
Workman.
running for the Warriors.
We're definitely going to see advancement of base running at any time opportunity here.
Norwalk gets the chance. They're probably going to try to get to third. 2 outs down, runner on first and second for the Warriors. They trail 5-3 in the top of the 7th. First pitch by Behrens. In there for strike 1. Oh, 1. Misses. Just missed. Count goes to 1-1.
Hannah's got to be shaking her head at that, especially standing at that plate as a batter, seeing strikes get called.
1-1. No. 2-1.
Wow.
Norwalk hanging around. 2 balls and 1 strike with runners on first and second. The pitch to down in the dirt. 3-1. Runner stays. And Warriors threaten to load the bases here in the 7th. It's one thing to lead a game, it's another thing to finish. (3-1) by Behrens. Swung to left, down, Dodd grabs, runners will stay, and the bases are loaded for Norwalk. And it's number 9, Addie Down. The freshman with the chance to try to score, either tie, take the lead. Coach Doty's going to have out a run out and have a chat with his infield. Highly doubt Hannah comes out for just 1 out. I think he's going to try to have Hannah finish it. But the Warriors are making it interesting here. So Doty will leave the circle. Behrens will set back in. Kriegel will run back behind the dish. And Addie Down, who's hitting .234 on the season. She's got 18 hits. 8 RBIs, trying to be a big one here in the top of the 7th for her Norwalk Warriors. Bases loaded, Grinnell leads 5-3. First pitch to her. In there for strike 1. Oh, 1. Outside, trying to get her to go. Addie decided to hold back, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike. That one is in there. Caught the zone for strike 2. One strike away. Behrens trying to finish it for Grinnell. One, 2. Grounded. Caught. Van Copperdoll throw to first. Upset is complete. Grinnell defeats number 4th ranked Norwalk in game 1 of the doubleheader. The Warriors fall to 20-7. Grinnell moves to 12-10. And you talk about a huge win for Coach Doty and his squad.
You know, this is big. I mean, talk about a motivation getter going into this end of the season. You know, you pull off an upset against a team like Norwalk, that makes you feel good, and that's a whole momentum mover for the whole team of how you're going to play your rest of your season. So, you know, it's not the first time they've done it this year. It seems to be it's the new thing for the Grinnell Tiger softball team.
Grinnell will get another chance to maybe take the series over the Warriors, or Norwalk will look for revenge in game number 2. That's what'll be coming up in about 30 minutes. We'll catch you back there in 30 minutes. We'll get the field set. Grinnell defeats Norwalk, number 4th ranked Norwalk in Class 4A, 5-3. We'll see you in a little bit for game number 2.